Why the play and why you get to
So folks, welcome. This is Spoon TV and I'm Sylvester Chidople. We are live here at the Temple of Justice where the Bill of Information hearing is expected to be carried on this morning precisely at 11 o'clock. So while this issue is ahead, this morning we are live to bring you what's happening right now as we speak. But I have with me my colleague Melvin Jackson is with me to bring you details about this Bill of Information hearing as he reports directly here from the Temple of Justice, specifically from the Temple of the Ministry of Justice. So yes, Jackson. How you doing this morning? How you doing? Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like you correctly pointed, semester, today the court will be hearing the bit of information that were filed by lawyers representing the speaker, Fonati Kofa.
Yeah.
It is not just the bit of information, but also the written mandamus that were filed by those suspended lawmakers and before the court. So you know, last year when the court ruled in the petition for a writ of prohibition that was filed by those Kofa's lawyer, there were so many claims, the counterclaims that came out from that ruling that ended in so-called ultra viral. So because of that, the lawyers again went and filed what we consider as the bit of information. In my mind, and I think what they believe is probably what they filed first, that the court rule and as ultra viral was not appropriate. So this is why they have again filed this bit of information. So this is since last year, but again it was not placed on the docket for hearing until this year when the court ordered the adverse party to file a response to this bit of information. So the response was filed, and I think Spoon carried, we saw it, we did an article on it, wherein the speaker Kofa or the majority bloc speaker Richard Poon made it clear in their response that hey, you cannot interfere into our matter because we are a whole separate branch of government. Likewise, we are another branch of government. So you as the judicial branch, there are times wherein you take issue with lawyers and magistrates and judges, and we do not interfere into your matter. So now that our matter was brought before you, we cannot interfere because we are away violations of the statute of separation of power.
Let's get this clear. We are here today for the Bill of Information hearing for the Supreme Court of Liberia to be specific as to what they said when is first result in the case of at the House of Representatives.
So it is not about the court telling us what is said first in for first ruling, but there is a whole new application that is filed, or that was filed by the lawyers, right? So it is there to tell the parties that who is wrong, because Kofa is claiming that he was legally or illegally removed by his colleague,
the majority
bloc. So they want that clarity. They want to put be specific as to who is wrong, what went wrong, and what needs to be done and properly. So better explain to us, then we will better know how to position.
So can we say from this hearing today, if everything goes well, the issues of the House of Representatives will be resolved as to, in terms of clarity, whether the majority bloc was in error or the minority bloc was in error.
So like we said, like I said earlier semester, the first petition that was filed by the lawyers, which is the petition for a prohibition of fire, the Imam man were in ultra power. Imam man, the lawyers believe that it was not the appropriate application that is filed for the court. Okay. So now that they have come up with this new application, which is the bit of information, we are going to see or know whether or not they will come up with something more different from what she said before and as other people. Now, this is the issues, right? Because from today, the code will be served today. Let me clear to the public that we don't really today. After the code will be served today, it's just intended to hear the both sides. And trust me, some people want to get whatever thing you do, say before you go today. Why you go out a brief? So that's what you call a brief and a petition. So the brief is tell me everything that you will say. Let me read it ahead of time and know how to do my petition. So you come before the court now, you just going over it and maintaining whatever prayer. So that is what the court do with it. So the book by the end, the petition, the brief, and whatever. So the court will then listen to it from themselves and say, okay, we will start reading.
Okay, so since we have arrived here, did you see any of the lawyers? I just saw Pastor Vanny Sherman entering the premises of the Temple of Justice. He's asking, who are those like you?
So you saw me speaking with Consider General Massacre, Alex is already of the Supreme Court, and you have some lawyers from the Investigative Reporting and some lawyers also from the majority bloc. They are also in the moment from now, but normally what the court does is that that's why they say 11 o'clock, but some of the courts be matter that have to do with the constitution so that when it is being dealt with, then everybody will end up directly leave instead of putting it on the first, so that when after everything, then people will leave and some distraction and whatever. So we are there for a whole day. Give now a whole day for a couple of hours because now they read them numbers. So it was I think it was 7 lawmakers who filed a petition for real numbers. It didn't be forced to pay them because since the saga began, they are yet to receive their salary. Since they was suspended, they are yet to receive their salary. So they came at the court here and they went for the conference, and after the conference they went before the full bench, and now we are here today. So this will also be another matter on the doctor of the court, and then you have this information also on the doctor of the court that needs to be cleared by the lawyers.
So that's it. Spoon TV. Sylvester Chirople is my name. My colleague Melvin Jackson is here. We are bringing you a live coverage here at the Temple of Justice ahead of the Bill of Information hearing here at the Supreme Court of Liberia. Lawyers representing the both parties, are already here. So,
Sylvester, yes. I see a couple of lawmakers coming now, so you can just hit up with them, then we'll go at the Supreme Court.
Yes. So, like we said, some lawmakers have started arriving here at the Temple of Justice. So let's see who are those lawmakers who are now making their way. Okay, see Musa Belite and other people, lawmakers here.
I don't think so. They might be able to take any statement now because
so these are lawmakers who are going for the hearing here. So this is number 5 lawmaker, and you have district. So it's there. You have Honorable Yeke Kolubah is also here. Honorable Yeke Kolubah, you just entered the premise of the Temple of Justice.
I'm not a Joseph Walker. Joseph Walker is not tradition.
Today you are marching colors.
What do you expect today from today hearing?
Anything that the Supreme Court says. And we are Baba, anything the Supreme Court says.
Okay.
We will not disrespect the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is where all of us should come. And we should respect these people and know that whatsoever decision they make, our Yeke will respect it. Okay. If the decision is not in our favor, I will respect what the Supreme Court says.
Well, you said honor
if the Supreme Court recognizes him, I will say honor him. I got nothing different.
You mean Richard Kung?
All of us to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, if the Supreme Court recognizes him, I will say honor him.
Will you call your police or do so?
Well, I'm calling on all my colleagues to respect the Supreme Court. This is the only place respected branch of government we have in this country. The executive is not respected, the legislature is not respected because we are all 419 people and criminals. So the Liberia do not have respect.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so that's Representative Yeke Kolubah there. He is here along with other a few lawmakers from the minority bloc just entering the premises of the Temple of Justice, and they are proceeding at the Supreme Court for the Bill of Information hearing. All right, so you just listen to Honorable Kolubah saying that the Supreme Court will be respected whatever decision it will come with. He will respect it, whether the controversial speaker Richard Kuhn, it will be in the favor of Richard Kuhn, he will respect it. If it doesn't be in the favor of Richard Kuhn, he will also respect it. So yes, the lawmakers are so let's see, Representative James Kolubah of Bond County, and
Good morning.
good morning, sir. How are you doing? Wonderful.
Now you are proceeding to the Supreme Court after 6 days. The Supreme Court rules. And
After what 6 days?
yes, the Supreme Court ruled on December 6th. 6 days after Councillor Kofa filed a bill of information, which was on December 12th. That's 6 days. I'm calling on the Supreme Court to interpret our own ruling. You are Antonia Law. How
No.
could you interpret it?
Not Antonia law. Perspective.
That is perspective. Yeah. So how can one interpret our own ruling?
Well, I have not come to interpret ruling. I do not have that jurisdiction or that power, that authority. The authority to interpret the opinion of all opinions for the Honorable Supreme Court or any other for the executive is what lies in the hand of the Minister of Justice. So the Justice Minister did it and interpreted the opinion. So people who feel this if front charge with it, 5 billion information. But I would say this, I think if I were on their legal team, I think there was a little cash that they missed. I think one of the things they have done right after the opinion was rendered by the Supreme Court, they should have moved for a petition for re-argument. A petition re-argument who have avoided the Justice Minister interpreting the opinion for the executive, but the re-argument have an opinion. But in the absence of that, I just say to you, coming to bill of information, what next that is in there? The opinion is clear.
What more do you expect from police? What more do you expect?
There's no way, absolutely, there's no way the Supreme Court ruling can go against us. There should be contradiction of certain. The
So-
opinion said to you, anything not consistent with Article 33 and 49 was ultra-virus. And for the 33 say you must have simple majority we had. For the 9 say you must have a presiding officer, which is the deputy speaker we had. So it means that we acted within the confines of the law.
One of the colleagues just Kolubah said, whatever decision the Supreme Court come
One
out
of the
today will be
suspended
respected.
police, modified suspended police.
Okay, suspended colleagues will say that any decision the Supreme Court comes out with today will be respected. Are you also in line?
That tells you that he has accepted the fact that the opinion is against them. Okay. I said the opinion is clear. You must be able to meet Article 33 and 49. 33 says, well, simple majority. Did we have simple majority? Yes. 49 says you may have a presiding officer. Did we have presiding officer? Yes. And who was the presiding officer? The deputy speaker. If you read Article 49, it says the House of Representatives shall elect every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer, command, a deputy speaker, command, and other official for the proper function of the House. So it's clearly the person who did not meet the requirement is Kofa. He didn't meet the requirement.
Okay, so that's Representative James Kolubah of Bond County speaking to the media as well upon his arrival here at the Temple of Justice, and several lawmakers are now making their way the Temple of Justice for the Bill of Information hearing here. So folks, stay with us as we bring you this live coverage here. All right, so my colleague Melvin Jackson is already in for that Bill of Information hearing, and we are hoping to get more details as the hearing goes on here at the Temple of Justice. Spoon TV, and I'm Sylvester Chilople. We are still around to bring you exactly what is unfolding here at the grounds of the Temple of Justice. What we are seeing here now is the arrival of lawmakers here. Who saw Representative Kolubah, and we just spoke to Representative James Kolubah. All right. Earlier on, we also saw Representative Musa Bedete, who also led the first group that came, and they all made their way. They're up there at the Temple of Justice, right? So here we are. We are posted. Let's see who's coming this way. All right.
So we are still making our way into the Supreme Court of waiting hearing. And so any woman for now, it is 11 already. Any woman for now, be the hearing.
So again, we'd love to let you know that it's exactly 11 o'clock, and the exact time for the Bill of Information hearing is 11, and we saw lawmakers and lawyers representing the both parties. That's the majority bloc and that of the